What's up, y'all? It's Ebony Monique here, and I am back with my new name, The Business Box. I'm coming to you guys to let you know um, why you need to start your small home based business right now in 2021. Okay. The first off, I want to let you know the reason I say a home-based business because with the home-based business, you will open yourself up to so many deductions, so many different things that you would not if you were going in another route with a different type of business. Like I said before, my channel is dedicated to people like myself who are mothers, who are striving to not live from check to check. I won't limit myself and say, I'm just coming to a certain type of person, but I do want to let you know that I'm not striving to teach you to be this large corporation. There are plenty of people on YouTube that will teach you different things, and they will ask for you to subscribe and buy these classes and all of that. That is not my purpose. My purpose is to educate, inspire, and teach people like myself who are just regular people how to start a business, how to keep your business together, how to keep it going, how to monetize your business, and how to use those things in your life that you already have, like different expenses that you already have, how to incorporate those into your business. So I you may see me looking down, and I'm looking down because I have a couple of notes and I don't want to skip over or miss anything. So my purpose for starting this channel, like I said, is to educate people with and without families. But I am not going to limit myself to what I offer. I also know a little bit about credit. I know some things about like how that works. I know how to get different paperwork filed in order to get your business. So that's what I'm going to stick to, and I'm going to do different videos on. So anyway, this one is about starting a business. Okay, so when you're starting a business, the first thing you want to do is find a niche. And what I mean by that is you want to find one thing or do one thing or offer one thing, a service, a good. You want to find like something very specific so you can narrow it down so that you won't become overwhelmed. Because one of the mistakes I made was I started a boutique and I just wanted to sell everything. I was trying to sell clothes, shoes, and I didn't stick to one type of audience. I was selling to younger women, older women, children, everything. But I had to keep it with children because I wanted to incorporate my children in the business, which I'll talk about on another video. But you just want to keep it, down. You don't want to put too much on yourself. So if you want to do childcare, definitely that's one thing you can do. If you want to sell something, then stick to just maybe selling clothes. And even when you sell those clothes, like stick to maybe two pieces or jumpers. Start off slow. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. You can also create t-shirts. Get you like a printing press. People can buy those machines to print up t-shirts and masks and things like that. Um, just start off slow, okay? And then the second thing I have is that you want to start thinking about a name. You definitely want to think of a name that definitely screams you and what you're trying to do. The name of my boutique is EFG Fashions. That's my initials for my name. And I originally thought about like, I want to go from the workplace to maybe like to the bar or going out to the movies or whatever. So that is why I named it EFG. And I actually got the idea when I was just talking to some friends and I was like, I don't know what to name my business. But it was like from ABC to EFG, it's just like from one thing to the next, being versatile. So that's why I named my business that. It wasn't just my name, but I wanted to give it a little bit of edge of what is me, okay? Because I love to use versatile pieces when I go to work. I might want to go out with my husband or something with that same thing, but I want to dress it up, and or make it, cutesy, not so business casual. The third thing I have is that you want to decide how much you want to spend on your business. Now, this is a big thing because for many of us, we don't have a lot of money. We're already spending money on our regular bills, day-to-day bills, our car notes, our mortgage, or rent. We don't have a lot of money, and some of us don't have savings. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is to maybe, put a little bit of money aside for yourself. Or if you have credit, you definitely you can start utilizing your personal credit. What I did was I started off just fixing my credit. And I started learning about credit and trying to help others with their credit. And I did. I mean, I have my sister from a 524 all the way to a 760. So I mean, those is definitely tricks and trades that you can do that you can be able to get in. I got her into a credit card. So if you don't have good credit, you definitely want to start off with a secured credit card and not with your personal credit. So there are going to be things that you can put in place in order to get the necessary filings that you need. Now, once you get the proper filings in, you can go to the SBA, the Small Business Administration, and they have what they do is they work together with other larger companies to get small businesses funded. And they kind of like back it. What they do is they find lenders and they pretty much back up a certain amount of the loan so that it would be made easier for those who have not actually established a profitable business, who haven't, really gotten to where they need to get in order to be successful, But the other thing is, you definitely are going to have a business plan and all of that. And so for me, I jumped and skipped all of that. What I did was I went ahead and started fixing my credit, making myself right. And then once you don't really need this high 800 score. I was about like a 620, and then I just found different ways. Like once you are like a 620, they'll give you like a small credit card and you just use it. Don't use it like you just need it, but get some gas and then pay it back, that next month, pay that whole thing. When you utilize credit and it's your personal credit, you don't want to use all of it or so much of it because it's going to look negatively on you. But if it's a business card, it's pretty different. They want you to use the business cards. So that's the good thing about it. And you can just pretty much fund yourself through your business if you put yourself in that position. So like I said, get it's an unsecured credit card. And basically you're going to put the money on there and you can use it. Just use it for small things. Maybe pay a bill and then pay it off. But that's going to help you build up your business credit. But you're going to need a DUNS number in order for your just like you have your social security number and that reports your personal credit. Well, a DUNS number is what reports to the business side of it. So I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to do a lot on that. But right now, I just want to put some thoughts in your mind and let you know like where you're going to need to go in order to get there. You know what? You know the things you just need to think about. I'm sorry. The other thing is you want to start to develop an online presence so that you can build up your clientele. That's if you're going to do like a online business where you are what pretty much anything. You need an online presence these days. Oh my God. And I know I'm not very fond of social media. And that's why I have someone I'm now paying someone to do that side for me. But you know, once you get there, you're gonna be there, and you basically just have to pump yourself up. Let people know who you are. You're gonna have to talk and say, "Hey, I'm starting this, or I'm doing this, or whatever." Use free means, you know, Instagram, Facebook. Just let people see some of the things that you want to do. Do some free stuff. You're gonna have to do some free stuff, just to let people know who you are, what you have, what you have to offer. Because you know people want to just see. They want to see it. They don't just want to put everything into something, especially when you're just someone they don't know. But you can start off with family and friends. But I would a lot of times your family and friends are not necessarily going to be your um, customers. But hey, for me, it's a different story. My family and friends love me, and I love them. But anyway, so we all support each other on my team. We all support each other, but it's not always that that's not always the case for everyone. So definitely build you a online presence. And now we're getting to the nitty gritty, really. Okay. Now you also want to go to the county clerk's office. Well, it's COVID. So now you have to make an appointment to do the DBA. You have to make an appointment to do everything. Okay. But you definitely want to get your DBA, which is like $16 or $20 if you're in the state of Texas. You don't necessarily have to have an LLC. If you decide that, hey, I want to sell some liquor, yeah, you need an LLC, and you're definitely going to need some insurance to cover you. So you want to look at what type of business you want to have. You're going to have a sole proprietor, an S corp, limited liability, which is the LLC. Now, I just have a DBA. I'm selling clothes. If someone doesn't want something, I mean, I can give them their money back. No one's going to try to sue me for some $40, $50 products. You know, it's not going to be that serious. But if you're someone who is creating products like skincare products or hair care products, you're going to want to have some insurance just in case somebody try to sue you, for real. Okay, so anyway, with the DBA and what you want to have to do is make sure that your name is not taken, and so you do that through the Secretary of State, and they just make sure that your name is not taken. So you want to secure your name through the Secretary of State. So that's what I've done. Essentially, I'm not like a corporation or anything like that, but I have secured my name so no one can use the name EFG Fashions. Okay, and once I'm ready to level up more, I can go ahead and get my LLC, get my insurance in place. Okay, all of that good stuff. The other thing you need is you're going to file for an EIN. I will be doing a video on that, on where you can go, what website you go to, and I will go do a screen share and go all the way through it. Now, the EIN is not available on the weekends. It's only Monday through Fridays, like I think 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm gonna have to find the time to do that because I'm working as well. You also want to get a domain. That's the other thing I have listed. You want to get a domain, and what a domain is basically like a website. Well, not a website, but the actual website name. So when you do that, you want to have a .com or you want to have a .net. Now I got my domain through GoDaddy, something like that. And I didn't like the domain. I wanted to change it, and I just so happened to run into Shopify. So I end up just going ahead with Shopify and purchasing my domain through them, and I purchased it. I think you can purchase from 1 to 3 years, something like that, but it's a maybe like $30 per year. They also give you some discounts or whatever. But yeah, like once you get your domain, then you're gonna have to, if you wanna sell online, then you have to find some uh host to sell online. So I have Shopify. I'm not going to praise Shopify. I don't really like them. It's kind of like I have the cookie cutter, so I have the lowest one because I was just like, let's just see how this thing is. But they do have some other ones. I paid about 300 something dollars for the year for that. And it's about 30 something dollars per month if you want to do it per month. Also, you want to get you an email, okay? And when you're coming up with your name and your domain and your email, what you want to make sure to do is kind of like have them all linked together. Like I have my email is efgfashions@gmail.com. Then I have EFG Fashions as my business name. And then I have EFG_fashions for my Instagram name. And you just want to keep it along the same lines. Now I have some other stuff that, I made different mistakes and kind of try to weed those out, but you really want to keep your domain, your name, your business name, all of that in close proximity to each other, because you want people to be easily accessible to people. Okay, and then last but not least, I have look at the possible deductions you definitely want to get and begin putting yourself in a position to do so. Okay, so this is why I said a home-based business. When you have a home-based business, you basically, those deductions, all your bills become your deductions. Okay, your children, if you have children, they become your deductions. Okay, if you utilize them in the proper way and you put in the proper paperwork in place, which I will do a video on that as well. It's just so many. The possibilities are endless, and I feel like I'm making this video too long, so I'm just gonna basically stop there, but say, depending on the type of business you have, that's what's going to open you up to the deductions. And basically all a deduction does is the more money you make, the more you can deduct if you have the proper deductions in place. So you can make $100,000 in a year, but if your expenses and your deductions are, let's just say $60,000, then the government will say, hey, well, you're a business owner, so you didn't quite make 100,000, you made 40,000. Yeah. And so it puts you at a lower income bracket, and that opens you up to receive more money on that refund and pay less taxes. Okay. You get to pay less taxes, more money in your pocket. And really what you're doing is just cycling your money right back to you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a little bit long, but I'll try to compress a little bit And I just really, really wanted to get some information to you guys. Just start thinking about those things, because the next video I'm coming with is the EIN video, and we're going to go through the website and we're going to fill it out together. So, as always, inspire, educate, teach. Ebony Monique out.